Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. So just a quick demo with you on a posture, which in Sanskrit is Garudasana, or eagle pose is its translation. So it's a balance posture. We've also got the arms engaged as well. So this is often a posture that I would come into as part of a sequence, usually from something like a warrior two. So it's, if I break it down, so we've got the first part is balance, so we've got one foot off the ground. I'm going to stand sideways on, so I'm taking my weight into my left leg, and when I lift up my right, cross it over, and if I can, I'm wrapping this right foot around my left leg. And when I'm giving this instruction in class, a lot of people will come into it and forget about this bend in the leg, or maybe when you're coming into it, it doesn't feel right to bend the leg. But the bend in the leg really helps to get this right foot around the back. So if you struggle, you maybe take a bit more of a bend in the leg. So looking frontwards on, so I'm bending this left leg, and then I've got that right foot around. And as with all of our postures, we've got this action of got the bend in the legs, but I'm lengthening the spine, I'm just dropping the chin down slightly. So we can do the same on the other side, so we're keeping it even. So I'm bending, leg comes round, if I can, I'm just wrapping that foot around. Of course, if you struggle, if you've bent the leg and you're still struggling to wrap the foot around, then you'll come to a position that as best you can, while still able to do the balance. So for some people, we might be able to do this arm action, but you'd struggle to do the leg as well. So it might just be we'll do chair pose legs and do the arm movement, which I'll go to in a bit more detail. Or it might be that you're comfortable bending one leg and getting it over, but getting the foot behind is a real challenge. So maybe we'll just go with a leg cross. So chair pose legs and then over. So if you struggle to wrap the foot around, then maybe just go for the cross of the leg. We've still got the balance going on, we've still got that one foot on the mat. So the other element to that is the arms. So we've raised the arms up in front, and I'm crossing my left arm underneath my right. So if you can, we're crossing, going over as far as you can, reaching over as far as you can, taking the fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then the final bit, if you're able, is fingers to palms. Come a little bit closer. So we've got the fingers onto the palms. So for some people, getting fingers to palms isn't going to happen. For some people, crossing the arms over beyond the elbows, or crossing over as far as you can to allow the arms, the forearms and the fingertips to come up vertically, it won't happen. Because of tightness in the shoulders, you might only get to this point and you're unable to get the arms, so the elbows across. And that will be because of tightness in the shoulders, and that is what this posture is working on. It's working on stretching the back of the shoulders. So if you, for example, if you cross over and you can't get beyond the elbow, so you'll get to this point, and what's restricting you getting beyond that is because of tightness in the shoulders. So we're working on stretching that. You could then take the fingertips up and then reach up towards the ceiling. We're still getting the stretch in the shoulders, but we're stretching in a way that works with the limitations of your own body. But if you're able to come into the posture fully, so you take the arms in front, left arm under right, so I've crossed beyond the elbows, I've got my fingertips up, and then the next bit, if you can, is fingers to palms, reaching up. And then we'll do the other way, so the right arm under the left, fingertips up, reaching up. And then we can pull all of those bits together. So I'm going to do the legs first, and then we'll do the arms. So we'll take a bit of bend in the legs. I'm going to cross my left leg with my right, wrapping that foot around if you can, or you're just crossing the legs, raising the arms up, and then I'm going to cross the right arm under the left, fingertips up, fingers to palms if you're able, reach reaching up towards the ceiling. And this action of reaching up should help stabilise you in the balance. We'll unwind back to standing. So we take the weight into the left leg is bent, we're crossing the right leg over. If you can, that foot wraps behind, raising the arms up, left arm under the right, fingertips up. If your body allows things to palm, reaching up. And then unwinding and coming back down. So like with a lot of these yoga postures, there's often a couple of different elements going on. And some of that is, there's the bit about, in this we're working on balance and stretching the shoulders, but it also makes it a little bit more interesting coming into some of these postures. And for example, coming into that posture from a standing position, or you could come into it from a warrior 2, warrior 1, crescent lunge. And again, it's interesting, I find it interesting how we transition, how we move the body into these positions from different postures to create that little bit of a different stretch challenge, working on the stability of these different postures and keeping your body moving in a nice fluid action with grace and elegance. So thank you for watching. Do tune in for my other videos on this channel, and I will see you